tell you that your pond or lake is horrible water quality, and it doesn't. It has pond water quality. It's just very different than stream water quality. And then we also have, if anybody would like to start passing around the aquatic creatures, you'll see my email address a couple of times, hopefully. If you want me to help you make one of these, by which by help I mean emailing back and forth, I can definitely do this. And if you actually want, we could get together as a group sometime and actually do the same thing we did today, except with the goal of making a collection. We could do something like that too. We've done that before. But let's go ahead and get started. So we have, there's my email address. I just wrote a chapter on this topic. Just got it finished like 1 a.m. last night. So it's not edited very well. But if you just want something to look at either on your phone right now or something to read over the next few days, there'll be a more advanced version of it one of these days. But that's what that link is there. Actually, these are two of the same thing. This is the short version. If you want to write that down in your phone or something, and I can also email that out later today. But this PowerPoint is a distillation of that chapter. So we're moving on from aquatic insects, which is a specific topic, a specific activity. Now we're broadening out to the whole world of entomology for naturalists. So this is why we want to include insects in this project, why we want to include insects in the Kentucky Master Naturalist project. So there's 1 million species of insects worldwide and growing. If you become an entomologist, there's a good chance you can discover a new species. That's one of the reasons why entomology is kind of a cool profession. But we have 15,000 species in Kentucky. So that's good and bad from a naturalist perspective. It's, but we'll talk about that in a second, but there are more kinds of insects in the world than all other species combined. So out of that, there's something like 1,800,000 or so known species, all species. That includes bacteria, plants, fish, everything. Insects make up more than 1/2 of that, of known species. So that's a massive number of species. So there are more kinds of insect species in the world than all other species combined. And when you're talking about the world, insects are found in almost every ecosystem. There's not a whole lot of them in Antarctica, although we do have a scientist going to Antarctica to study the 1 or 2 insects that live down there. And there's not a lot of insects in marine environments, salt water. Basically, that's where the crustaceans have taken over.